Be the director in your own movie. If someone else decided to take over one day, make your life a movie, would you really watch it? The director mindset is broken into 4 concepts, which can help you become the main character. No one is coming. Babe, you are the pilot of your own airplane. You are the stuntman for your own movie. You need to get it together for you. If you can't do it for you, do it for your kids. Do it for your future kids so that when they look up at you, they see a bright star in a black sky. And they also become a star. Why is no one coming? Because no one here is responsible for you. Why would they be responsible for you? You've been put here on earth for yourself and for your abundance that will grow over time. We live in a world where we run as fast as cheetahs and are expected to keep up from day one. You cannot be behind and expect someone from the finish line to come back for you. No one is coming because no one has to. They don't save you because they think you can be saved from yourself. They think that once they save you, you owe them. For what? For needing help and for asking for the help you never got? Realize that you're in control. And that's the best and worst part of this whole process. That you are in control of your own happiness. You are in control in how you react to things. You are in control if you're going to sit and wait for a prince to come. Because no prince is going to come because they are too busy saving themselves. We are constantly saving ourselves from work, from stress, from anxiety, from depression, and from all of these bad things. We do not have time to look back and help someone else when we can't even save ourselves. No one is gonna do your actions for you. Since we've been babies, we've been by ourselves, mentally, socially, and physically. No one knows you like you do. Because you know the worst and the best inside of you. You are there for all of the bad and all of the good days. You cannot expect anyone who hasn't been through that to fully understand you. To save you in a way that you want to be saved because you only know how you want to be saved. You don't even know where you need to go yet. You just have to start. You're just going to have to start when you're uncomfortable. And yes, that sucks. But that's the big leap that no one takes because they are afraid to fall in a cliff and end up 7 feet under, when in reality, they end up 7 feet higher because the universe rewarded them. The universe or God rewarded them their willingness to actually change. People want to change all the time, but they don't take action because they think it'll naturally come at the right time, at the right moment, at the right place in life. But there is no right place in life. There's only the place that you will grow the most if you don't ever start. Why should you keep thinking about it if you're not going to start? To dream is to not take action. You need visualization to see exactly what you want. If you say, oh, I want whatever, then you're gonna get whatever. And whatever never satisfies our needs. We want something more every single time. And to get something more is to first imagine it. Visualization puts your thoughts into personalized and vivid images that we can see in our brain. And you start to look at them and think, wow, if I can put my thoughts into my head, then I can put them in real life and I can actually do this. To put them in real life, you need to make a plan loosely structured that is flexible. Life always comes our way and we don't even get a notice until 3 seconds after it happened. Once you're in the journey of becoming the main character, you need a flexible but simple plan that you will use to build your home base. If you do not have a plan, that's where you become distracted and burnt out and lazy. The human mind thrives on some sort of schedule in our life to satisfy the need of organization, of planning, etc., etc. Like any movie director, they create a plan to organize events, time for themselves, acting hours, etc. You need an action plan of what you're gonna do and when you're gonna do it. Your plan should consist of these 3 lists. A no list. Make a no list. This includes everything you dislike, boundaries you don't want crossed, etc. This helps you identify what you don't like and how to improve it. If you don't like going to the gym, create an upbeat playlist, invest in cute gym clothes, and even a gym bag. Everything that makes life seem cuter will increase the chances of you actually doing the thing you dislike, because it's not something we see every day. We see paper every day. We see black and white every day. We see pink. But once we see pink paper or neon green clothes, our eyes naturally shift to their attention onto them because they are rare. They are uncommon. So make what you hate what you love by adding personality. Without personality, everything is boring. I guess this is the list that is the exact opposite of no list. List everything you like, every dessert you like, every type of music you like, every dessert you like, to get to know yourself better. If you're going to be the director, you need to know everything about every character, about every trait that character has inside of you, because this encourages reflection, redirection, and resolution. You start to reflect if you actually like your traits, and if you don't, improve them to make a better director. You then take steps on how to improve and how to change the traits you have been leading your mind, relating to you in a different way. Once your brain sees you improving your traits and improving yourself, it starts to say, hey, we actually don't talk down upon ourselves. We don't actually hate ourselves. We like ourselves. And once we see the results, once we see that life can be better, just by creating micro lists and steps, we start to become addicted. Addicted to outcomes, addicted to uncomfortableness, addicted to ourselves. And these are good things to get addicted to, because now you're addicted to winning. But don't ever forget how to lose. So when things don't go your way, you know you can handle it because you saw the results of not giving up and knowing who you are and staying true to who you are. A lifestyle list. How are you living currently? How do you want to live? Write down your ideal morning routine, your ideal night routine, your ideal afternoon routine. Write down the way you want to live, and it's the exact reason why we are attracted to brighter colors instead of neutrals, because we don't see it often. We don't see the normal routines, and we see the normal routines, and we see the normal people who have normal standards. What is normal? And we don't see people curating their own lives for themselves because they believe they've already did it. They believe it's already set out for them. They believe they already have a normal standard and a normal life. So why should they aim higher? Because average is what keeps us stuck with the same toxic situations, the same environment, the same place year after year. And then we start to wonder, wait, why am I not getting anything more? Because you're not doing anymore. You're doing the bare minimum of what was asked and settling. You believe that you have the best things possible, but you are the exact same person you were 10 years ago. So you have the same things. You don't have anything different, so you didn't grow. And we also don't see people curating their lives because they don't have a plan. They don't know where they're going, and let me tell you, none of us for sure know where we are going. We are steering a plane somewhere we don't even know. But that's the fun. You create your lifestyle. You create where you want to go so you can be happy. So you can write your own script and be proud of it, but still improve it to embody and be the main character every single day in your life. The whole goal of being the main character and director is to maintain it for your whole life so that you get everything you want and you start to like yourself. Be okay with being hated on. There is always going to be haters. It balances out the good with the bad. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner that the bad always balances out the good, the sooner you won't care about them. What being hated on really means is that you're doing something they want to do but can't. These haters don't have the courage or the time to do what you do, so own it. Because of their environment, because of their self-esteem, because of even how they view themselves, they have these limiting beliefs that they can't do that, so you can't do that. And once they say you do it, they're in a state of shock. How could they do this and not me? They're not special, they must be lying, and all of these other excuses to hide the fact that they are scared of judgment. They are scared of hate and resentment from others so much that they can't even try to do the things they want to do. They are scared of failure because they want to win, but they don't know how to lose. And this constant state of being scared and of being oppressed leads to the outbursts against you and other people who actually did what they wanted to do. It also leads to this deep and intense dislike for themselves, and it reflects in their reality, in their community, and even in their relationships, because reality is a mirror of how you view yourself. So make it a good mirror. And realize these people are already dealing with themselves, and for them seems like the whole world. You don't need to get revenge. You don't need to say anything back. You will just be adding fuel to the fire that has been burning for the past years, trying not to get out of hand. Empathy for these people is key, because you learn to not hate them, but to also have compassion and show genuine interest in them getting better and hoping that they can get to a better stage in life. Just acknowledge them as people who have issues that they resolve by outbursting to you and to random people, instead of controlling them, writing them down, and then releasing them. They are already wounded. Don't add to it. Be okay with having problems. We have all seen the part in the movie where the main character goes through adversity that almost challenges their own self-belief. What always happens in the end? They end up stronger. They end up better. They end up with more success than they even imagined. And I'm going to say this louder for the people in the back. Having problems is necessary to be successful. Without problems, there is no learning happening. Your brain automatically starts to think that you know everything, when in reality, you are just learning nothing. When learning does not happen, growth does not happen. Failure is what makes you successful in the first place, because you realize the pressure, the stress, the anxiety to get things done. The problems that are thrown in your face blindly, you realize that all of those things, everyone realizes the bad things, but few people like yourself can actually go through with it. They can actually deal with the pressure to be great. The goal is to not be good, but great. But to be great, you need to grind. You need the pressure, the setbacks to remind you, how bad do you actually want this? Do you want it like air, or do you want it like chocolate every day? Do you want it as much as the sun wants to shine when it's snowing, or are you just doing it for fun? Because if you're just doing it for fun, there is no point. There is no point to keep you there. There's no motive. There's no reason or explanation to keep you there, which gives you the urge to walk away. The urge to say that this is too hard when you haven't even seen hard. The urge to say that only lucky people do this. No, they don't. Stop thinking that they do. They are not lucky. They are consistent and driven by all of these qualities that take time and problems to build. You need to earn your scars before you fight in the big leagues, because once you have the scars, you have the proof, you have the knowledge from those experiences, you gain the right to say, I belong here, without feeling guilt. Every successful person, including you, including me, has gone through tough times. But did we not get out of it? Did we not become stronger? And the sad thing is that you steer this plane. You have the option to go through it, to face the problems with courage, and to choose to get out of it, because not everyone does. And look where they end up. You are the main character and director of your own life. Not everyone's life is easy or simple. It's actually very complex and hard, but that's what makes it interesting. To see if the underdog actually becomes the master. To see if the person who went ghost actually succeeded. The only person who can make this happen and is currently counting on you is you. This podcast episode is slowly coming to an end, and somehow, someway, I always manage to film an episode every week, and it's honestly crazy to me how that's possible when I think nothing is going my way or I won't finish editing in time. It's actually very crazy. But I'm grateful for the community I've built and that I will keep building. And I will see you in the next episode.